It's unfair to say that Rey isn't a well-developed character. She is. But that development gets derailed when she's revealed to be a Palpatine. For starters, this twist is clearly a subversion of Darth Vader being Luke's father. Notably, that OG Star Wars twist cleverly recontextualizes both The Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope. While everyone, including the audience, thought they knew nothing about Luke's father, he turns out to be someone we've known intimately all along. And the reveal also flips Luke's entire revenge arc on its head, ultimately pushing him to evolve into a true Jedi Master. Conversely, the Rey Palpatine twist in Rise of Skywalker makes no such waves. It doesn't recontextualize any previous information, and adds nothing to what was actually an okay story arc. In fact, the Rey Palpatine reveal derails one of the most interesting aspects of the sequel protagonist, that she's a hero who seemingly came from nothing. From the inconsistencies between the sequel films to their struggle to escape the shadow of the OG movies, Rey being Palpatine's granddaughter underscores many of the sequel trilogy's problems. Yet this next backlash may be even more controversial. On one hand, Rey and Kylo kissing makes sense. The two sides of an unbreakable force dyad. Rey and Kylo are young, highly emotional, and caught in the middle of a passionate galactic war. That first and final kiss is a great payoff for audiences who saw an undercurrent of romance between the two rivals. Like the Jedi and the Sith, Rey and Kylo understand each other like no one else, but can never be together. On the other hand, was a romantic arc really necessary? Before their actual kiss, there was nothing overtly romantic between Rey and Kylo. Rey saw that sliver of light that is Ben hidden within Kylo Ren. She was simply doing her due diligence as a Jedi. And perhaps most importantly, Rey knows that Kylo is a psychopath who has facilitated the slaughter of billions through the First Order. That said, Rey is supposed to embody all Jedi, so maybe this forbidden love makes sense after all. Wherever you sit on the matter, this toxic romance is among the biggest reasons why the sequels are so controversial. And this brings us to the biggest backlash the sequels have faced. There are several problems with Luke's return to the big screen. It's actually interesting to see him as a grumpy, disillusioned old man. But while we know how he turns out this way, that's a journey that almost deserves its own movie. This is Luke Skywalker, the Jedi whose love saved the galaxy from both Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. And to most viewers, the sequels failed to justify how Luke could evolve into the opposite of himself. There's nothing wrong with a disillusioned and conflicted Jedi who later finds the resolve to die as a martyr.
But it's also an anticlimactic and depressing finale for Luke, literally the hope in A New Hope, especially after his perfect ending in the sequel trilogy. But what do you think? What would you change in the Star Wars sequel trilogy? Tell us in the comments. And thanks for watching Screen Rant.